So my name's Steve Pallister. I live in Warwickshire and work in Coventry. Sadly, last year in March, I lost my mum, and a wonderful wife to my dad, a mother to me and my brother, and somebody who adored their grandchildren. It was all very sudden. At February half term, she had a bit of a cold, bit of a sort of throat infection. I was going away on holiday with my wife and kids, so she'd come round to see the grandkids the day before, and was just generally ill, typical winter condition, you know, not too much of a concern. The next day she went to see the doctor and was prescribed some antibiotics and sort of diagnosed with a throat infection. Went home to bed, and she deteriorated sort of over the next 24 hours, became a little bit disillusioned, was just not her normal self at all. Dad contacted the emergency doctor on the Friday morning. They escalated that to paramedics who arrived on site and diagnosed relatively quickly that it was sepsis. She was rushed into the intensive care unit at University Hospital in Coventry, and was put into an induced coma and put onto various life support mechanisms. And during the sort of next 48 hours, we nearly lost her 3 times on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights through various organ failures. But she got through that first weekend. The nurses, you know, who were looking after her, and the doctors said that, you know, if it wasn't for her condition and, you know, the fact that she was fit and healthy, she would probably have lost the battle quite early on. All the time, all of us were just kind of dumbfounded by, you know, from being a fit, active, healthy mum, and she was now fighting for her life, you know. On the Tuesday night, we all went home thinking that she looked worse than what she had done, almost like she'd taken a turn for the worse, and they diagnosed a secondary infection. So they diagnosed the original infection and were treating that, but she got a secondary infection, and although she was fighting it, on the Wednesday tea time, the consultants sort of called us in and said that the secondary infection was, she'd got nothing left. They'd increased the medication levels to the maximum amount, and her body just wasn't responding. And sadly, she lost her battle that evening. So from you know, a period of 2 weeks from having a cold, throat infection, she lost her life. And that's our experience of sepsis. And you know, they wanted to try and help to raise awareness, you know, because it's just something that, you know, to this day we're still seeking answers for.